Mr. Chairman, on the issue of the migratory birds, they've been with us for some time now, and the last time I appeared before the House, I indicated to the House that we had set up a committee to investigate and then give us a report as to how we can tactically contain the challenge once and for all. The report was submitted, and we needed another team, a 4-member team, to fine-tune it and make recommendations, appropriate recommendations, so that we can move into swift implementation. As we speak, we have the report, recommendations have been made, and these are the measures that we are looking at to contain the challenge. The first one has to do with the fact that we are advising our farmers to plant rice within the same period. We want all of them to plant within the same period so that fields mature simultaneously, thereby reducing the prolonged exposure of individual farms to pest attacks. If all of them can plant at the same time, they will start fruiting at the same time, so that even when they come, the impact will be minimized. But where you plant yours this week, this month, the next week, the next month, when it gets to fruiting, they will not fruit at the same time. So they will get food here this week, and then next week they will get another farm to feed on, and before you realize, the entire farm is devastated. The technical people made some revelations, and I want to share with this committee, the gravity of the challenge that we are looking at. Although each bird is small, I'm reading portions of the report, large flocks can cause devastating damage to crops. These birds attack in large numbers and can destroy entire field of rice, sorghum, and millet within a few hours, particularly during the milky and those stages of rice development, when the grains are most vulnerable. Studies indicate that a single bird can consume up to 10 grams of grain per day. Consequently, a flock of approximately 500,000 birds can consume nearly 5 tons of grain in a single day, resulting in significant losses to farmers.
5 tons.
500,000 birds, according to the technical people, can consume 5 tons of grains in a single day. So this should tell you the gravity of the challenge before us. And so how then do we address this? Mr. Chairman, we have decided, per the recommendations, to use the drone technology. And I'm happy to report that the ministry, as we speak, has procured some drones for this. And we are training some of our extension agents, some of our extension officers, to go and then use the drone to make sure we scare these birds away. And so, if you recall, yesterday, we had to inaugurate the Feed Ghana Brigade of 506 agriculturalists. These are people holding degrees and master degrees in agriculture, professionals, well-skilled. We decided to give them that police training to instill discipline, time consciousness, and the spirit of serving our people in them.
If you bag 100 kg, that's 50 bags in a day by your calculation. So if you have a wave of 10 different type of wave of birds, then you are dead. In 10 days, you will consume the entire field completely. And that's a very serious matter for us. So you say that you have purchased some drones and you want to deploy them to scare the birds. Have you tried, has anybody tried it anywhere that it has succeeded?
Yes. Mr. Chairman, these are some of the measures we are rolling out. In some areas, they use the drone and they were able to expel them. it's like they are used to the kind of noise that we always make, just to scare them, the shootings and the rest of them. When you start with it, the first one, the second time, the third time, they become used to it. And then when you do it again, they will retreat and then come back. But the drone technology is something that they are not used to. And the way it is going to be handled, the details cannot be shared here because of the sensitivity of the issue on our hand. Not only for that, we are transitioning from this outmoded agricultural practices to technology-based agriculture. And so we have even made some of the drones available to the farmers, and we are now training them for them to be able to use it. But we reserve some for this particular exercise. And as soon as we are done with it, we'll lead them as strategic.
To get combined to harvest it in time, these migratory birds, and then flooding. If your crops are okay and you cannot enter to harvest them, then you are dead. And the last part, which is when there are no prices. Many farmers just leave. They harvest and leave it, nobody will sell. The difference, why I'm saying that. I don't want to go into that one, but I'll come to that later. An interest, public interest question, I'll come to that. But I think that you should quickly implement it this year, and if it works, then get enough drones for our people, because a lot of our people, especially in that enclave, they have a lot of problems. In fact, the entire north, I don't see any farmer who is not having problems with these birds. And they are migratory birds. It's like they are time sensitive. They know exactly when to come. Right now, nobody knows where they are. But when the time is due, they will come. You just know they will migrate and come and feed and then go back to wherever they are. And, that's a problem that we face. We are in the same geographical area as Côte d'Ivoire, Togo, and then part of Nigeria. That's our line. And then Senegal. If you take that line like this, I don't know whether other countries, do you have a report that other countries suffer the same fate, or it's just us?
Yes, and they do. Great visa for Senegal and others. We're looking at encouraging early planting to deceive the birds, because they are anticipating that around this period they can get the rice to feed on. And so if we are able to beat them by planting earlier, by the time they get here, they won't get the feed and they may not come back again. But because of the erratic rainfall pattern, it became extremely difficult. And that is why we are doing a lot of irrigation infrastructure in the northern belt. We are committing a lot of resources into that. If we are able to provide irrigation for our farmers to do their farming activities, some of these things can be handled more properly. So there are a lot of measures that we are looking at, but we are also looking at the constraints and the available resources.
Just June and July. If you miss that period, because it's supposed to be at least the heaviest rain in the north is in September, and you want to have your third month when you have your heaviest rains. So most people will plant June or July to meet the September so that you can.
Honorable Minister, I want to find out, is there no any way we can control these birds, let's say in a way of spraying, maybe some chemicals that we can spray on the farms to spell them or even kill them? Is it not possible to do that? And then I also want to find out, in your answer you said, I can assure this August House that as soon as the strategies are fine-tuned, I will come back and brief this August House. Have you done the briefing, or you are yet to do it?
That we can use bird repellents such as AV 5055. They are recommending that we use some of these things to deal with them. And I've already indicated that there are some environmental issues that makes the whole thing sensitive. And so there are other things I may not, because of the sensitivity of the matter, be able to disclose here. But a lot of interventions have been recommended, and we are looking at what we can do immediately to bring a lasting solution to the issue. Even if you spray chemicals and it will result in the death of the birds, that is another matter. And I know Parliament, through this committee, will not encourage that. and the ministry will not also pursue that. And that's why I indicated earlier on that some matters cannot be discussed.
You said that the traditional ways of driving away these birds, they are getting used to it, and so it's not effective any longer. So I'm curious, with the use of these drones, won't they also get used to it soon? Any plans already in case another technology, in case they get used to the drones? Do we have any plans going forward to outwit them?
For many, many things. And so the deployment of the drones per our strategies will provide sufficient remedy to the challenge. And apart from that, we are also working with our research institutions to come out with early maturing varieties. Early maturing varieties. When that is done, we'll distribute them across the country to our farmers to also beat the time for the coming in of the. A whole lot of things are being done, but as I indicated earlier on, I don't want to be pushed to say some kind of things that Mr. Chairman will not be comfortable with, because he wouldn't want me to stray into matters that will create some kind of, or illicit reactions from some international bodies that we don't want to hear from.